Ivanka weeps over her father's final speech as president, as her siblings Tiffany and Don Jr. both hold back tears at Joint Base Andrews' farewell. President Trump's children were overcome with emotion as their father departed Washington, D.C. on Air Force One for the last time. Ivanka Trump, 39, scrunched her face up in sobs as she watched her dad in the final hours of his presidency arriving at Joint Base Andrews and boarding a plane south to Palm Beach, Florida. Accompanied by her husband and her children, the first daughter also stood alongside her siblings Eric, Donald Jr. and Tiffany, the latter of whom were trying their best to hold it together during the emotional send-off, and her siblings as they watched their time in D.C. come to an end and their father fly off. Ivanka wore an old favourite for the chilling outing, a $2,994 cream-coloured Attire coat with black buttons she's had since 2017 and accessorising with heeled black boots. She walked across the tarmac with her younger son, Theodore, while her husband, Jared Kushner, held hands of their son Joseph and daughter Arabella. Ivanka seemed to have utilised a tube of waterproof mascara, staying perfectly made up as she got emotional during her father's speech. Meanwhile, her younger sister, Tiffany, 27, seemed watery-eyed as she watched, managing to hold back her own tears during her dad's goodbye. The younger first daughter put fashion over function for the outing, choosing a coat without sleeves for the chilly occasion. Her camel-coloured coat featured long slits down each side, exposing her arms to the cold and showing off the bright pink lining inside. She also used the opportunity to show off her new engagement ring after announcing yesterday that she intends to tie the knot with her fiancé, Michael Bolos. Older son, Don Jr., 43, looked like he was holding back tears at the Air Force Base, wearing a solemn expression as he stood beside his girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle. Eric, 37, smiled at those gathered while holding hands with his wife, Lara, but had an awkward on-camera moment later when Trump moved down the line of his children. After Lara and the president exchanged kisses on the cheek, Eric, too, went in for the cheek kiss and missed by inches, puckering his mouth openly in the air. The moment was noticed by several social media users who called it the cold cheek and a shadow kiss, while dubbing it the funniest moment of the occasion. During his remarks on the tarmac, the 45th president told his supporters that he will be there for them. "I will always fight for you. I will be watching. I will be listening, and I will tell you the future of the country has never been better. I wish the new administration great luck and great success. They have the foundations to do something really spectacular and in a position like it has never been," he said. "This has been an incredible 4 years. We've accomplished so much together. I want to thank all my family and my friends and my staff and so many other people for being here. I want to thank you for your effort, your hard work. People have no idea how hard this family worked, and they worked for you. They could have had a much easier life, but they did a fantastic job. I just want to thank all of you, everyone. I want to thank Mark Meadows, who's here someplace, right there. I want to thank Mark. But it's been something very special." In freestyling remarks, Trump did not use a teleprompter but listed some of his accomplishments. "We took care of our vets, and our beautiful vets. They were very badly treated before we came along, and, as you know, we got them great service. And we picked up the bill, and they could go out and see a doctor if they have to wait a long period of time. We got it so that we can, sadly, get rid of people that don't treat our vets properly. We didn't have any of those rights before I came in," he said. He vowed that we'll be back in some form, adding, "Have a good life." It's thought the Trumps will spend Wednesday at Mar-a-Lago. Several massive moving trucks arrived at the site on Monday morning, a sign that the president will permanently relocate to Palm Beach Estate. As Trump and Melania leave D.C. for Florida, Ivanka confirmed on Tuesday she and her husband are also leaving Washington, D.C. In a farewell message posted on Twitter, she said she is leaving D.C. in awe of the compassion, grace and grit that exists across the nation. Ivanka went one step further than her father and mentioned Biden in her farewell message, wishing him, his wife Jill, Vice President Kamala Harris, and her husband Doug wisdom, courage, and strength. In a Twitter post, she wrote, "It has been the honor of a lifetime to serve our nation as an advisor to the president. I am so proud of what we have accomplished and excited for the future. I hope and believe America can move forward in a positive way, acknowledge our differences, and find common ground." Newly engaged Tiffany is also thought to be contemplating a move to the Sunshine State, as is the president's eldest son, Don Jr., and his girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle.